Hello and welcome back to Monster Hunter Wilds. I find this funny. Just the random idols that your cat does when you're not around anymore. It's like messing with this tree or whatever. Anyway, yeah. So we've got some new Palico armor. I'm very tempted to get the arc-belt armor myself. I'm extremely tempted. But I'm good as is. It's not significantly better than ours in any particular way, but it does look way cooler, I'll admit. Oh, who's this with an exclamation mark on them? Might be interesting swapping. Oh, so they're a trade person. No. I have none of those items.
See you around.
Right. Anyway, let's go and speak to Nata, and then maybe
Hunter,
we can
if
get
we don't
on to
stop
the
the
next
dragon torch,
next mission.
Zoh Shia will awaken, right? And if it does, terrifying things might happen. This is my job as a keeper. Will you come with me and help me do it? Thanks.
Sure. And then they died. We might be, dare I say, I mean, I think we're probably just approaching the end of the chapter. I think there'll be another act after this. In the original game, you beat Zora Magdaros, and then
This has been some journey,
a
huh?
whole other thing afterwards.
Arkveld, the Guardians, the Dragon Torch.
So
and
we'll
now,
see.
Wyveria's secret weapon.
I miss napping on the sand ship deck.
That pack of Balahara was terrifying.
Poor Nona really had a scare.
You were so cool, though. I was afraid of you at first. Could I really trust a stranger who could cut down monsters like that to get me home? I really knew nothing then. I didn't know that sand could be as thick as fog. I'd never seen someone laugh like Nona during the season of plenty. I'm sorry for not listening when we found Raydao.
The red water? Triple gangers?
The fire spring was so exciting.
Humans, Bloodwoods, monsters, we're just trying our best. The Guardians too, especially them. Before meeting you all, I really didn't know anything.
Nata.
It's time the Keepers see their mission through.
Won't take much to wake it up. The Dragon Torch. To think that little pendant can stop it.
I'm looking at instruction manual because we still don't know how it works. Do we just like lob it at it? Am I gonna just load it into my slinger and fire it? Here goes. Let's Hope it doesn't need two-step verification.
We don't have to do this. There's one other option.
Kill it? Just kill the thing?
Hunter, are you sure? Right. It's worth a shot, isn't it?
Yeah, let's do it!
Leave this to me.
Watch, Nata. This is what hunters do.
I will.
And then they died. Well, that's worrying that it floats. I was kind of expecting it to just flop out onto the floor like a newborn.
By my own
just-
order.
Flop out like a newborn, like, "Rah!" Dead.
I will slay Zoh Shia.
And we get like a free stun on it, basically.
Let's do this.
Yeah!
Okay. Kinda like an arc but much, much bigger. Oh, it's got a freaking gunshot wound in its head. Boom.
Crystals are regenerating. We need to attack them before that happens.
Okay. I like how you break bits of it off. Oh, I've just realised something important. Our meal effect's worn off, hasn't it? Did that happen just now, or...? Yeah, this is going to be bad.
Leave this to me! Heels inbound!
And this is not one of those, oh, let me just go over here for a break real quick type monsters. Is it? Yeah, we can't access our... Okay, we might be bone. Might be just a little bit, sort of, kind of bone. Damn it. I'm going to assume it's going to be like Archwell, where the heavy bowgun will be basically useless, but the gunman will be absolutely just a destroyer's world. That was bad. Yeah, we'll fail that. said, Arc build when it was in Mage was worse than this. It really was. This so far, not that bad.
Hey! Get out of there!
He says he nearly dies.
This ought to put a dent in it.
Next attack, let it go. Pass, yep. Just block for a bit. And there we go. We can at least restore our stamina to it with eating meal while we're on the go. And keep our health topped up.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
That breaks so easily. And kaboom! We're going to use some weapon sharpness. Might be something to keep an eye on. Right. All the crystal is broken on it. Okay. Have you tried using a forceful guard to save the game? Oh no! No! Yeah, it's kind of can't do that in the middle of a fight. Especially a fight like this.
It's doing something to the area. Not good.
Yeah, that's kind of bad. Oh! We died. I realised like halfway through that oh, I'm losing health. And I can't move because if I stop blocking I'll die instantly.
Are you all right? Let's check over your equipment and get you resupplied.
Tent. You can make basic preparations for hunts at mage camps, such as replenishing items and changing equipment. Oh, hang on. Can I eat? No. But I can. Portable. Lovely. Right, now we can beat him. We'll go with defense and elemental resistance. And we'll go for, let's see, repeatedly activates temporary attack boosts at random intervals. Sometimes decreases damage taken, extends invulnerability when evading. Prevents fainting one time when you take when damage taken exceeds your remaining health. Feels ever pretty good for this. We'll definitely want just something defensive. We'll go with cheese. We don't need the finishing touch, I think. We don't need to watch a cutscene for cheesy lettuce. Right, we're at full. Oh, I was gonna change. Can I change out my mantle? Continually restores health for a period of time. And can we not swap out the ghillie one? Or can go Rocksteady. Reduces damage taken and prevents damage reactions when attacked. Grants protection from wind pressure, roars and tremors. That's probably better for us. This lasts longer. They both have a 600 second recharge. Looks like we can only change. Why? Oh, I can't save yet. So yeah, looks like we can't change out both mantles. Just one. So we always have a ghillie mantle. Even though I'd much rather have something else, but whatever, I guess.
I think we're fine.
Jump down. Yes. Hello.
You're not taking me down.
Ow. Right, fire's out. Don't be stood on that. Okay. Ow. Let's see what we're doing from this side. Just weather it for a minute. Now get him.
Heels inbound.
Okay. Pretty good hits from then. I'm going to put it on fire. Oh! How did I get hit by that? Probably needs blood. Yeah, we just have to miss out on that opportunity to do damage. Why did I get kicked off my mount? I think I know what happened. Yeah. While running away so we could heal, we died to the burn damage.
Being beyond description. No wonder the people of Liberia called it their secret weapon.
I'll be watching, Hunter. I believe in you.
Right, back to the gunlands. We could do like a bunch of fire. Oh, that was this thing. Thank you, all out of the way. So behind it is kind of safe. The main issue I'm finding is that I'm just constantly being set on fire. Right.
Time to go on the offensive.
Dodge.
Shut black.
That must mean... No, there's no way!
It's revealed its true form. Final boss phase. Well, we'll be repeatedly struck by lightning and set on fire. Just slowly maneuver out of the way of the explosions and lightning. Ow.
Wait, almost there.
Apparently we're nearly done killing it. Oh, that was bad. I'm on fire. Okay, we're not on fire.
Leave this to me. Shields inbound.
Boom. There's nothing in the world I would love to do right now more than just to whip out the big bogey and minigun it to death. But I know I'd probably die from the damage it's dishing out. Block the fireball, block the fireball. Stop being on fire. Stamina. Run. Get out of there. Heal. Got it. Have another one. Sharpen. I can reload it while I'm here. No, can't reload it. Boo! Oh well. Can I get the... okay, neck, head. Get the head. That's why I'm hitting it most, so if I wound there, I'll definitely get the break on the wound. Well, you gotta get the wound with it. Well, that thing where I'm gonna have to like get behind. No, it's just the lightning fireball combo again, which is not as scary. Tom? Ow. And nearly got him. Ooh. Health potion. Get him. Oh! And the jump attack gets him. Killed from the jump attack of all things. So, guardian blood, nourishing extract, blood, guardian bone, blood, pelt. Nothing specific to this monster then, as an item, which is weird. Okay. Flash resistance and dragon resist. Okay. I'm expecting the background to look really epic then, where it'd be me like slamming it, but it looks like its arms covered me. So it's just like an outline of me hitting the monster, or like, oh, that's gonna make an amazing thumbnail or something. Nope. Ruined. Oh well. I'm surprised we did it. We were looking a bit touch and go then we just absolutely, I just absolutely nailed it. Right at the end. Right at the end, just went through the entire thing on that last life. Not a single problem. Job is done.
Tashin! Tashin!
My boy! Against all odds, you found another way. You hunters are incredible. You chose a path that we never could.
Tashin, we can choose. Arkfeld chose too. It found its own way to live. So did the other Guardians. And now, it's time for the Keepers to step away from duty and truly live. Thank you for everything.
Right, there we go. I honestly expecting it to be a bit longer. Mind you, there might be, I'm guessing there's going to be like a big post-game thing now, and probably more quests and missions and that. Because there's definitely more items in the game. They wouldn't end you on rarity 4 here. And again, I've been playing with friends and they say it goes all the way up to 7 at least, what they've discovered so far. So I'm guessing now there's going to be something else. We'll see though. Oh, that's nice though, we'll get a proper view of it all. Right, well, on that note though, yeah, while it's going through, so, yeah, as I said, there'll probably be some post-game stuff. You can expect more on the channel. I fully expect there's going to be like a second set of missions or something after this that I'll probably be putting up as well. We'll see. But that is at least the end of the main quest and main storyline of Monster Hunter Wilds. Thank you very much for watching. Overall, just thoughts on it. I would say definitely a step up from Worlds. There's definitely been a big improvement from Worlds. The combat is the same, but like a bit improved, just tweaked rather than completely reworked or anything. I'll actually wait till after the credits here, because I'm wondering how loud the music's going to be, because I can't like change the volume levels while on PlayStation, not without going into like the settings menus in games and so on. So I might just wait till we've got to the end here. Oh. Right. Have we done it? Is that it? We'll skip past them. Here we go.
So they found the Keeper's village and unraveled the mystery of the White Wraith. They even managed to see the boy home safe. Truly impressive. However, to learn that it was artificial life.
The Guardian Arkveld scoured the land for a more lucrative energy source. By absorbing the properties of those sources, it was able to achieve a higher state of living.
Unfortunately, after learning predation, it became unable to control its intake of wyvern milk. Intoxicated by the surplus of energy, it descended into madness. These were the findings of the expedition?
Yes, sir. But this report has just come in.
Wyveria's ultimate guardian, Zoh Shia, awoke from its resting place. It fed off the Dragon Torch, the heart of the Forbidden Lands ecosystem, to evolve itself. And by doing so, threw the weather of the surrounding regions into disarray. Cognizant of the long-term repercussions, Avis Unit made the agonizing decision to put Zoh Shia to rest. A life-altering end. Just as Alma said, that hunter is something else.
Sir, if I may, why do you think the people of Wyveria created the Guardians? For what purpose would they endanger themselves with monsters like Zoh Shia?
I dare not dishonor them with conjecture.
The details require finesse, but it seems the door is open to diplomatic overtures between East and West. The Guild, I know, is eager to open communications with the Forbidden Lands.
No. We will hold off. Should that branch be extended, it must be from them. More importantly, this dragon torch, was it? Uncontrollable energy, upon which an entire ecosystem depends. They intend to continue their research on it, and the artificial monsters.
While it's safe for now, the Dragon Torch and Guardians are in a precarious balance. There are worries surrounding its artificial nature.
My take is this. Both mankind and their creations play a role in the ecosystem. If nothing else, nature will always surpass humanity's expectations. This expedition was not seen through without flaw. But so long as there are hunters, we can handle whatever may come.
Right. And back to us.
Hunter! Is it true?
Come on.
Now, how it did that without any reproductive organs,
It's arc velds.
or a mate, your guess is
The
good
will
as
to
is
live
as good as
always
mine.
finds a way.
No, it does not.
From one generation to the next.
Unless it can split its cells like an amoeba. So it's in all the gear now. Does that mean it's my squire? Is that how it works? Right.
Good morning. Did you have a good rest? A sand ship arrived while you were sleeping. Olivia has returned too. What do you say we stop by the command tent when we get the chance?
Okay. We're getting into the post-game stuff now. Looks like there'll be more to come. But yeah, just for the moment, let me just see what sort of time we're running on. Yeah, we've got about 15 minutes. But yeah, so that appears to be the end of the main story. Again, we'll see what else there is post-game. There'll probably be a few more missions and things here and there. I'm guessing much like in the last one where you beat Zora Magdaros and then you kind of keep going until you eventually come across, I think it was called Xenojiva, the big like blue moth thing that fires laser beams. I'm assuming it's going to be a similar thing here, where we'll get through. Well, we've gotten through the main story, so there's probably going to be like a second, shorter but another sort of extra story that's not as big and grand as the first, but another one kind of attached onto the end here. So it'll be like, you know, not quite a it's yeah, how to put it? It's not like the same thing going on. We've like done one story arc. Now we're going to start a fresh one, I guess. If it's anything like the previous game. So, more to come on the channel then. So far though, really liking the game. I tend to give a bit of my feelings at the post-credits point with the games. With games that I play. So, just so far, yeah, I think the only issues with it is I'm hearing that it's having some performance issues on PC with people. Again, I've been playing with some friends. One is on PC and he's getting like 60 FPS, but that's with frame generation, which means that probably native it's likely around 30ish, which is a bit horrendous. And then there's the discussion of like the anti-cheat stuff that's on there and DRM things. And it's one of those where it's like, okay, DRM and anti-cheat and stuff. I think it doesn't really normally matter that they eat up a few frames of performance. But the thing is, it doesn't matter when you're getting, 60 plus frames native without frame generation. You don't really care. It's when you're getting, 60 with frame generation that you can't help but think, would I be getting closer to 70 if that stuff wasn't on? And your mind just turns then at that point. You go, yeah. It's apparently affected its reviews on Steam and things. But coming to the actual game, and again, the other issue is, of course, the multiplayer. It has, as I say, I've been doing a bit of a multiplayer on it. It's just janky as all hell. We've been going through the campaign, so me and one of my friends are ahead, and I'm playing it with my brother. Yeah, he's the furthest behind, so we're doing his campaign together, basically. Whenever he's on, we'll go on and we'll just help him with his campaign, because the both of us are further along, so we're doing that. That's how we're working it. But before we can play a level, we have to literally invite each other to the link party. You can't invite to the environment link. If you want to be able to see each other in the base, you have to either be in the same lobby or the same environment link, but you can't be in the same environment link when you want to do a mission, because it then pulls you into like a new one. It's very weird. But he has to go into the mission, get through the cutscenes, get to the actual boss, engage it, then he can fire up a flare, but it has to be set to only invite people in his link party, and then it invites us. And then we have to join and accept the invitation, then we're in. And it's like, why can we just not meet up here in this lobby area in the base and just walk outside and be in the mission? It's baffling to me, given that that's how every other game works, but not this. Like, they've massively over convoluted the multiplayer, and it's an absolute pain in the arse. It's so stupid. And I think it is literally all done just because they don't want you to... I think they just can't be bothered doing all the code for, like, making it track your progress when you're joining each other in cutscenes and things like that, or making the, like, bits where you're travelling between areas and in cutscenes and that work for 4 players as well as working for just the one. And it's something that needs to be really worked on. It's one of the parts of the game that is just, again, it's compared to everything else, just janky. So it is a problem. There's just a lot of friction with the multiplayer, and every other multiplayer game has been over that sort of friction for probably the better part of like a decade at this point. I've not seen a multiplayer game with as much friction for getting into a lobby with each other as much as this. Honestly, I'm trying to think. The last game I found this much friction getting into a game with each other. I think it was probably like Foxhole or something on the PC that I can think of, or trying to set up like Skyrim together, the mod. That like usually these things are like, it's usually this janky in like indie games and mods, or trying to get everyone on the same version of like a modded version of a game like Minecraft or something so you can join. And set up a server and stuff. Like, that's how janky this is. It's close to that. It's pretty bad. It really is. It's the... And again, I've mentioned performance. I would say those are the things stopping it from being like a perfect 10. Like, the game outside of that, fantastic. But, you know, each one of those, it's probably like, yep, well, there's the multiplayer problem. Well, it drops from a 10 to a 9. Then there's the performance issues. Well, if you're playing it on PC, consider it an 8 until they fix their shit. You know, so you get into that kind of issue. But again, outside of that, just purely on the gameplay, as we're trying to say in the cutscene, in the credits. But yeah, the combat is just more of the same, but it's just refined. You know, there's some new combos, some new moves. You can swap between weapons mid-hunt. You've got the mount now, and you can actually do a bit of combat on the mount. Not a load, but it's really useful. It's just getting you into the action right away, and you're not doing all this running around after the monster. Because sometimes in the previous game, you'd find a monster that just keeps swapping from area to area, and you're just chasing it round for ages. I were in a lobby with my brother the other night, and we were chasing. I forget which one it was. I think it was the tentacle one, the new or whatever, the black flame, and we were chasing it around for a good 5 minutes, where it just kept, every time we hit it like 2 or 3 times, it'd swap to a new area. Like, they just do that sometimes. It's a massive pain in the ass. And I'm thinking, like, if I were running through this area and I didn't know my way very well, because you don't really find your way through these areas, because you're quickly from one area to the next area to the next area. You don't have time to really get used to the area and find your way around. You don't spend enough time in it. You know, as cool as they are, you just don't spend that much time in them. I'm sure I'll get to that point once I've played the game for, you know, 100 more hours, and I'm, you know, intimately familiar with every nook and cranny of every map. But right now, yeah, I'd be struggling to get around, and especially when they're quite vertical. Would have been wandering about for like 15 minutes. Instead, secret, push the button, go, get there, straight into it. And again, just much better combat. You've got more options with having different weapons you can just quickly equip. Like being able to like swap to a ranged weapon if I come across a monster that's more like an airborne threat. But then, oh god, it's getting on offensive, it's got enraged, get out the gunlance, get defensive myself, and just hunker down for 5 minutes before then blasting it with my big shots, grounding the thing, and just laying into it with the bowgun or whatever, swapping to the minigun mode and just laying it on thick while I've got a chance. It's, oh yeah, much better with the versatility and things with the combat and that. It really is just, it's the same experience but massively refined, you know. So they've really done well to kind of evolve on the previous game's systems there. And just with simple things, a few new combos, the ability to swap weapons from your mount and that. Little things that really make a massive difference. Other than that, yeah. Of course, the environment and things looks gorgeous. The attention to detail, I haven't seen this much attention to detail since Red Dead 2. Like the environment, like going through these areas, it is as detailed as the areas in Red Dead 2, except there's a whole bunch of maps here with these massive creatures and ecosystems. So I can only imagine it probably took more work than that, actually. Which is a bit ridiculous to think, but yeah. Someone has finally lived up to the standards set by Red Dead 2 all those years ago now. Because that game is actually getting on a bit. Of course, it looks absolutely gorgeous. It really does. But again, it's a shame about performance issues. And I think that's mostly it. I'll be honest. Oh, and of course, the story, the cutscenes and the story. Now, the story in previous games wasn't like all that, but just the presentation of it here, like it's a bit better written. You've got some actual characters. They're not just people who deliver like one line or two of dialogue in between missions. Oh, this monster's over here, we should go and hunt it. Oh, this has got in the way, let's hunt that. Oh, the Zoh Magdros is moving over here, we should set up a barricade and shoot the crap out of him. No, there's cutscenes, it's more involved, there's really good acting and voice acting done. It's just the presentation of it is so much better, and it does feel like you're playing through an actual campaign now, not just a load of hunts that they've strung together with some narrative, just some narrative writing just to give you an excuse to go and kill everything that they've put into the game. It feels you feel like you're actually doing these missions and levels and that, and there's a point to it all. It's a simple story, but most games have a simple story. Honestly, it's Jurassic Park. You know, the story is Jurassic Park, but with dragons, which is not that different. But it works and it's well presented, and I love it. And again, considering what it used to be, this is a huge step up. If I can keep that up, honestly, I mean, it's up there. I think now it's like fifth best, the fifth highest concurrent player game on Steam. It's like been the fifth biggest release ever on Steam. So, and it's on multiple platforms. God knows what like the actual size of the player base is. It'll be absolutely monumental. They'll probably be announcing, you know, soon enough, oh, thanks for the bajillion players, and we'll all find out just how ridiculous it is in scale with the number of people who bought it. And it's managing this with performance issues and things. People are still going nuts for it. So, yeah, a huge step up in the franchise. I'm going to have to kind of wrap it up though here. We are running out of time. Again, PlayStation is rubbish for recording like this because it only lets you do 1 hour. Even if I did go over that and just like edit them together, it only lets you do 1.5 hours on the Share Factory editing features. Unless I want to literally manually take all the files off and put it on my computer and give myself, you know, 2 or 3 hours worth of work. But anyway, right. We'll see if there's any more post-game content coming up. But for now, thank you very much for watching. This has been Monster Hunter Wilds, and it has been an absolute pleasure playing through, and I look forward to doing even more, which hopefully there is some. Because I'd hate for this to be the end. And I highly doubt that it is. Right. So I'll hopefully see you next time.